What's up everyone, my name is Mike Verspril and welcome to my channel. For today's video I want to talk about the J.Carp tactical backpack which they sent me to test out and review. Now for those that don't know me, I love all sorts of gear. I'm talking about photography gear, tactical gear, and survival gear and so on. Now when it comes to being a landscape photographer, I sometimes have to travel to remote areas and spend a night or two at those locations. And I was pleasantly surprised that this $40 backpack was able to sustain me for a couple days while out shooting at night. In this video, we're going to go over some of the pros and cons about this backpack, and I'm going to start with the cons, which I really don't have many negative things to say about this pack, other than I wish the shoulder straps had a lot thicker padding. They're pretty thin and could kind of dig into your shoulders, especially for the amount of weight that this backpack can handle. I wish they would just beef those up, but you could always sew on some extra padding if you needed to. But at least we have a chest strap and a hip strap to help distribute the weight when hauling heavy gear. Now the first thing that most people notice about this bag is the Molle Webbing, which is not to be confused with what these kids are pill popping these days. Molle is an acronym for Modular Lightweight Load Carrying Equipment, which essentially allows you to attach an assortment of pouches that come in a wide variety of sizes and shapes, and that basically makes this bag very versatile and customizable to your needs. Now this bag is seen as a military style bag, however it could be used for virtually everything. I loaded it up with some photography and camping gear, which is typical in my line of work. So I'm going to switch camera views and unpack this bag so you can kind of get a sense of how much gear it can hold, and also so you can see the numerous of pouches and zippers and all the bells and whistles this bag has to offer. So we're going to switch camera views right now. All right, so I jumped over to a first person view so that way I could discuss all the pockets and straps on this backpack since there's so many. So we're going to start at the bottom here. You see I have these two straps which could be used to hold a small tent like I have right here. Or you could also use these straps for a sleeping bag or clothing or whatever you want to put in some type of compression bag. So that's good to have. So let's get this out of the way. Now on each side we have two straps. This is to help keep the backpack from opening up on you when you're hauling a lot of gear, but you could also attach things to it as well. So on this side I left empty, but right here we have a tripod, but it's good that I could actually put two tripods on each side if I wanted to. So let's throw that to the side. All right, so the next pocket we'll check out is right here. And just so you guys are aware, I just grabbed stuff randomly from my camping gear. So there's no rhyme or reason why I put stuff in this pouch. It's just so you can kind of see what it looks like and how much it could hold. All right, so I'm gonna clip this and let's zip this open. You can see it's covered in Molle Webbing, so you can always attach more things on the outside right here. And I just put in a first aid kit, some sunblock and random stuff, the towel. But inside this pocket you have a little pouch. You can put some pens or flashlights in these little pockets here, but that's about it for in here. Hopefully you can see that. And as we move up to this pouch right here, you get a patch that comes with the bag. You can always change this out or do whatever. And again, it's Molle Webbing, so you can always attach some more small pouches to this one as well. We open this up and we got a thermocell in here to kind of keep the bugs away, and I threw in some paracord as well. So this is nice and convenient for those items that you want quick access to. You can put them right up top here. And I'm going to unclip this. Now before we get into the bigger compartments, let me just spin this around. And we have a little compartment here which you could put probably a small laptop or maps of, something that's really thin, that's not going to really push up against your back too much. This is padded and it will protect you a little bit, but if I did do a laptop, it would have to be something really small, maybe like an iPad or something like that. This also brings me to my one gripe about this backpack, which is the shoulder straps. The padding here is pretty thin, especially for the amount of gear that you could load up in this backpack. I wish this was a lot thicker. You could always sew on your own padding and kind of beef these up a little bit, but yeah, that's just the one downside that I noticed. Also on this, you have these little clips right here, which you could attach like bear spray or whatever you want. So that's good to have. You also do have a strap that goes across the chest, and you do have a strap that goes across the waist. That helps take some of the weight off of your shoulders, but still a little bit extra padding would have been nice. All right, let's go into this pocket right here. Again, I just put another medical kit and some random utensils for cooking, a knife, got some matches and some cookware. You do have a little pocket here and a little mesh pocket. Now, this is a good sized pocket. It goes all the way down to the bottom, so you can definitely load it up with a ton of gear. So this is good. All right, now let's check out the main area of this backpack. And the one thing I really like is that the zippers go all the way down to the bottom. So if you had something that was near the bottom, you could unzip this whole thing and kind of grab it down here. You don't have to dig your arm all the way down through, whatever mess you have going on inside that pouch. You could, you have access to it pretty easily. So that's good to have. So I threw in a bladder here, filled it up with some water, and put it in this mesh pouch that we have right here. Hopefully you can see that. Now, one downside is this is mesh, so if you are going to use it with a water bladder and that bladder leaks, you could get water all over your gear. So just make sure you have waterproof compression sacks that are in this main compartment if you're going to be using a bladder, just to kind of, cover your ass. And if you're not going to use it with a water bladder, the mesh is good because you have easy visibility and easy access to whatever you need in this little mesh compartment. Now in here, I just threw in a pillow, a sleeping pad, my sleeping bag, and I definitely could have fit some clothes in here as well. And then in this compartment is my camera gear, which I have 2 lenses and a body. So that's pretty much how I would set this up. If I was doing an overnight hike, I would bring my camera gear in some type of pouch like this, and then I would fill up the rest of the compartments with any type of survival gear I needed for that overnight stay. So let's just take this out. Now this is good right here. You could, actually put your laptop in here underneath this strap, or you could do some clothes or something that's long and thin. And you also have this compartment right here that has a zipper, which is nice. You can kind of conceal your keys, your wallet, your phone, things of that nature, and kind of hide it away in this pouch right here inside the main compartment. All right, so that's it. For a $40 bag, this thing's pretty sweet. You could definitely load it up with a ton of gear. I had more room and I could have threw in more stuff, but that's what I put in there for now. Now just take a look at all the stuff I got in that backpack really quickly. I just kind of threw this in there. Now if I took my time and actually sorted it out properly, I could definitely get a 2 or 3 night hike with this backpack. I pretty much have everything I needed right here, except for maybe some meals and some extra clothes. So this backpack can definitely get you out in the wilderness for a couple days with your camera gear and some survival gear. So check it out. I will post the links below. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.